Good Wednesday morning. It's hump day. I'm glad that you're with me today, whether you're live or you come back to watch the video. Today is a brand new day and we are embracing it. We're leaning into it and all that today will bring. Hopefully it'll be a great day and you won't have any adversity, but if you do, you know that you're going to handle it. Today's affirmation is, I am letting go of all that does not serve me. I am letting go of all that does not serve me. And what that means is I'm letting go of the stuff that gets in the way of accomplishing my goals or of doing something that I want to do, but I'm held back by forces such as worrying about what other people think. All right, so we're throwing that away, and our whole practice is going to be built around that. So let's come on to the mat. And we're going to start in standing in our mountain pose, standing. All right, so standing in mountain pose, hands down by our sides, palms facing forward, maybe closing off the eyes, option to keep them open, finding a spot on the floor or the wall to gaze at, and find your drishti if you choose. So we're going to take in a deep breath together and let it go. Let it all out. Take in another breath through the nose, taking in that positive energy and letting go of that which does not serve you. Getting grounded into the earth, feeling our way through our body, and just notice where you might need to focus a little bit of extra energy today to open up those cracks, those spaces that tightened up overnight. So pay attention to your spine. Imagine that there's a big cord leading from your head to the ceiling, and it's pulling you straight, and you feel energetic. Nice, and flutter open the eyes, and we're going to take those arms, we're going to float them up to the sky, so fingers come out long in front of us, arms float up, and as we come down, we're going to take a little bend at the knees, releasing. And this time, we're going to flip those palms up as we bring the arms up and out in front of us. And let's just imagine that we're tossing that stuff away that no longer serves us. Back behind us, go ahead, throw it away. And come on down, lowering down. Send those arms back up again. Toss that stuff away behind us and back down again, coming back to our center, coming back to what matters. And let's do that one more time, lifting up, taking those arms up, opening up the heart, and lower back down, lower the arms, coming back to neutral. Place those hands on your hip, take those feet about hip width apart, and we're going to wind around, sending those hips forward, circling over to the right, and circle all the way around. We're going to warm up the lower spine. take it around town. I used to do this with my girls at Girls on the Run. They love that SpongeBob reference. And one more time, and then we're going to take it around to the other side of town. Move those hips. And remembering to always breathe, because that is the foundation of our yoga practice. Let your breath be your guide, and find neutral spine. Bring those arms down by our side, and we're going to raise them up and overhead. Fingers come to kiss, and we're going to pretend that we're shooting off like a rocket. And send those hands over to the right side, coming into a side bend. Only going as far as your body wants you to go. Listen to your body. Cracking open the left side body. Good morning, left side. I'm even getting a little crackage in my neck. And take a breath in, let it go, dropping the arms, and bring the arms back up. Fingers come to kiss. Send those fingers straight up and over to the left side. Excuse me while I manage my mic. And release. Let it go. We're going to swim those arms around to the right side, coming into a twist, and just wrap those arms around yourself, giving yourself some TLC, congratulating yourself for coming to the mat so early in the morning, especially if you're not a morning person. I've learned to be a morning person. I think that not wanting to get up is about not wanting to face what's going to happen for the day, and send those arms back around, a twist to the other side. But we know that we're going to handle whatever comes our way, and you know where you draw strength from whom you draw strength, and you know that you're going to get through it no matter what. And release. Nice. We're going to come into our straddle, so send the legs out, knees kind of flexible, and we're going to take a lift up. Send those arms out to the side and up, and straighten the knees. So we're coming into a 5-pointed star. Energetically, as my friend Suzanne would say, yes, say yes to the day and all that it has to offer. And then we're going to come down, bending the knees, coming into our goddess pose. And just nice and easy, nothing too challenging. Send it back up. So we're going to do this in a moving fashion. So down, nice and easy, and up. This could be very meditative. And down and up. So we're imagining that when we come down, we're coming into ourselves, into our internal resources, and going back up for whatever is coming our way today, and back down, because we know that we get our energy and our resources from inside, and back up, and whatever comes from the outside we're going to handle. Nice. Let's take let's bring our feet into warrior two stance, bend that right knee, and we're coming over into warrior two. So So nice and easy. And we're gazing out at that middle finger. Make sure those hip points are forward. Knee is not jutting out over the foot, but just coming into a 90-degree angle. I always have to check myself too. And then flip that palm over, and we're going to come into reverse warrior, bringing that arm up to the sky while sending that left arm down the leg. So imagine that you're tossing away that which does not serve you. And come back over to warrior two. And now we're going to do a little movement here. So send those arms up straight as we straighten that front leg. Fingers come to kiss. And lower it back down to warrior two. And we're going to do that a few more times. So we're warming up that leg. Up and down. And up. Down. And you might find that you're getting a little deeper each time that you're going. And if not, just keep going until you find a little more depth. It's all about perseverance, right? We keep on keeping on, because we know that we will eventually get there. One more time, and lower down. Nice. Back to 5-pointed star. Legs are out long on either side. Let's come in. Actually, let's drop the arms. Shake them out. And arms come out and up, and flip those feet to the left side, coming into our warrior stance on that side. Get yourself aligned, check yourself, check your feet. Make sure that they are balanced on all four corners. We don't want to be dumping into one part of the body. Gaze goes out past the middle finger. Check yourself. And breathe into it. And then flip that front palm, and we're going to take a lift up and back, throwing away all that yucky stuff that doesn't serve us and only gets in the way. And we are reaching for bigger and better things. And release it back down to warrior two. And we're going to do our little horsey merry-go-round. So we're taking a lift up, straightening that front leg. Fingers come to kiss. And back down. And up. And down. Again, this could be very meditative. And go at your own pace. Breathing in when you come up, letting go when you come down. Coming back to the breath. And back down, settle in here, and come back up to 5-pointed star. Send those arms out to the sides long. And we're going to just take a little bend at the waist. And if you need to bend your knees, that's fine too. Actually, that feels good on my lower back when I bend my knees. I think I'm going to do that. All right, drop those fingertips to the ground if you can, if you're there, if it's accessible. If you need to bend your knees a little more, that's okay too. So take that left hand under your chin, touching the mat, as we take a little twist up to the right. reaching up with the right hand and release. And placing that right hand where the left hand was, take a twist up to the left. And release it. Bend those knees, place the hands on the knees, and we're just going to come into this wide-legged seated pose, or goddess, or cactus arms. Different names for different things. Everybody calls them something different, I noticed. Even yoga teachers who've been trained. All right, so we're gonna just find some movement here, back and forth, right and left and right. And come back to center, rise all the way up, arms come together, feet come together, and we're going to just drop it all the way down, coming into a forward fold. Some of us have to walk down our legs because we're still tight. Keep those knees bent as much as you need to. Let's just rest our chest even on our knees. Lowering the head, let it go. Maybe even shaking a little bit, yes. A little bit, no. So yes, I'm going to let go of all that doesn't serve me, or I am letting go. And no, I will accept nothing less. All right, nice. Let's come into a half lift. And lower down, hands come to the ground. We're going to walk those feet back a little bit, those hands forward a little bit, and we're going to come into our down dog and pedal out those feet. Take your dogs for a walk. I'm actually getting a little warm. I hope your body's warming up. All right, let's drop those knees to the ground, and we're going to come into all fours and flip those feet over so that your feet are coming to the top of the mat. And we're just going to do, we're going to send the left hip, bump it over to the right. So I am getting a little stretch in the lower back here. And then we're going to bump it over to the right. And then we're coming to center, and we're going to walk those hands out in front of us, coming into a puppy pose. Send those arms out long, send the tailbone up to the ceiling, dropping the belly. And then we're going to pull ourselves up to the front of our mat while sending the legs out long behind us. Bring the hands under the shoulders, and we're going to take a lift to cobra. Take a little lift up and down. Let's move with this. Take a lift up. And lower down. So as you come up, you want to take a breath in. And let it go as you lower down. Let's do that one more time. And this time we're going to hold it and lower down. Catch your breath. We're going to send those arms out long in front of us. So we're coming in to prepare for our Superwoman stance. So lifting those arms up, chest up, and feet up. So we are flying. Do you notice how much lighter you are when you dump all that junk that you don't need and lower down? And lift up. And lower down. And one more time, lift up and see how long you can hold it. And if it's not for very long, you're going to get there eventually. So be patient with yourself and lower down. Hands come under the shoulders. Let's push ourselves back. Tuck the toes under, come into our down dog. Catch your breath. And walk those dogs. Let's crisscross walk slowly, taking our time to get to the front of the mat. Getting a little extra stretch in here. Taking up the whole mat to get to the front. And forward fold. Come to half lift, flat back. And lower. And we're going to rise all the way up. Good morning, sunshine. And hands kiss. And come together to heart center. Take a moment here to set an intention for today. And that intention might be related to I am letting go of all that doesn't serve me, or it could be something else that you're working on. It could be, I'm going to get through this practice. Oh goodness, will she just finish already? All right, take those with a nod, let it be so. Sorry, got distracted. Drop those hands, bring them down and around and up, and release it down to forward fold. And take a half lift, and back down again. We're going to rise back up. Arms come to the sky and forward fold again. Take a half lift and lower and rise all the way up. And arms float down to the side, back into our low mountain. So we're going to do a balancing pose here, just to mix it up and give us a little challenge this morning. And you can place your hands on your hips or bring them into prayer, whatever works for you. And we are going to bend that right knee and come to balance on our left foot. Flex that right foot as you lift it up. So there's a lot of energy in both legs. So both legs are activated here. And then we're going to send that right foot back, releasing it into our warrior three. And if you want to keep your hands where they are, that's fine. But perhaps you are being brave because you're feeling lighter and you got this. Send those arms out in front of you. coming to balance in the full expression of this pose. I'm really wobbling. All right, release it out and drop that foot down. Forward fold. All right, you did it. Take a half lift and release it. And come on back up to high mountain. Arms come up to the sky. Drop them down to your sides. Bring them to your hips or prayer or whatever works for you. Let's do the same on the left side. Bend that left knee. Bring it up. Flex that foot. Finding that strength and balance and those internal resources to help you maintain this. You got this. All right, so shall we send it on through to our warrior three? Send that foot back. Balancing on the right foot. Square the hips. And maybe taking a step further, float those arms around to the front, bringing them together. Out in front of you, reaching on one end while lengthening on the other. And lower it all down. Drop down to forward fold. We did it. Take a half lift and lower. And we're going to step on back, coming into plank. And let's just hold it here for a moment. And here comes Daisy to join us. Good morning, Daisy. And because she just woke up, she needs attended to. So her timing is impeccable. Drop those knees. Push it all back to child's pose. Take a breath here. Oh, that feels so good. Rise on up, and we're going to swing those legs around, coming into a seated pose. And we're going to round out our practice. Hello, Daisy. Would you like to meditate with us? All right. So finding your center, breathing in that energy. Getting ready to face the day, feeling lighter and more open. I am letting go of all that does not serve me. If there are things that are preventing me from reaching my goals or getting in the way of healthy relationships, or even in trying something new, I'm letting go of that. What's the point in carrying it around? It's like an anchor. Let go of the anchor. You're ready to set sail. You're ready to feel lighter. What's your anchor? What anchor are you going to drop today and cut loose? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm sure you don't want to hear me sing, so we will finish out the practice. Take in a deep breath. Raising those arms up overhead. One more big breath, the deepest breath you've had all day. Hands come together down to heart center. Yes, we're closing out the practice. One more deep breath. And let it go. Let go of all that does not serve you. I hope you have an awesome day. Happy hump day. And come back again tomorrow morning. See you then. From my heart to yours. Namaste. All right, Daisy, let's go take care of business.